same dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share.
Hi, Stella.
Shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk and my bad attitude. How the hell are you today? We have a lot to talk about, a variety of things from Shanny for Christ to Quirky Loves Rosie to Foodie Beauty. I don't really remember what Foodie did yesterday. I remember what everybody else did. Anyways, we have a whole lot of tweets to go over, girl world gossip. But first, let me say hello to you guys. Hello, Sue. Good morning. It's good to see you. Hi, Blue Jays, Lindsay, Aaron. Stella, dripping sunshine, free the people. Lori gets to hang out with us today. Nick, I know you cannot wait for the fog machines to turn on. I'm excited for you. What's the countdown? How many more days do we have? Good morning, everybody. Free the people. I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, hello. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Let me share my screen. Let's go there. I am in a pretty good mood. How about you? I started my morning with a concert, and then it got me in the mood to fold a bunch of clothes, unload and load the dishwasher, and then I had another concert. But then I took care of a little human, and then I listened to more music, and then I was ready to go live. So my morning got off to a really good start. It's going way better than Shanny and Rev's. Did you know he got fired from his job? Something about his employer got thousands of calls about him. Something about thousands of calls. So he's fired. Shanny is allowing him to drink since he's fired. And it's been a shit show. Let me make sure the screen is big enough for you guys to see it. Hold on. Rainbow Road, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. He had a job? Yeah, I didn't believe it, but I guess it was real. Oh, they're also getting bricks sent to their house. Yesterday they were getting deliveries. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I can't help it. Fuck. It's not funny. Don't send bricks to people. I don't know why I find it hilarious. Okay, I can't help myself sometimes. I just find it funny. Anyways, Rev lost his job because of Shanny, but they're blaming her son. And they want to live in an RV because I think they're being kicked out. I didn't hear them say that they were being kicked out. It's just a feeling I have. Like, they've been living there for how long? I don't think they pay his uncle a dime, right? Trashing up the place, living the life, and now they wanna go into an RV? I mean, I don't know, that's something I would do. Seriously, some days I think about living in an RV, I do, and then I remember I have a child, and so I have to wait till I'm older if I wanna just be one of those hippies. But I feel like they must be getting kicked out, right? Anyways, let me play these clips. I don't think it's a lot of, like, too heavy stuff today. In fact, I don't think I shared, like, any heavy stuff. I think it's all fun, so yay. Well, not fun for Shanny and them, but fun for us.
I've done it. I've done it. I've done the
It's fun.
customer service.
G-Man said he was gonna maybe hook her up with Tanya and get some shit going with that, but that never happened with her.
They're gonna empty their sewage from the RV, like, into somebody's pool or something. I just know it. I can feel it.
But do you think it's best to enter out this issue with your sons on the internet? I will go private until he calls me.
Again,
When he calls me, it will go private. I've already told him
once
this.
again, you have things explained to you and then say stupid things like that. It's been explained to you what happened.
How does he have better hair than Shanny? And I'm pretty sure he just lives off alcohol.
The only way she could deal with this emotionally was stream the way she has for the last few
Andrea! Hey, Andrea, good to see you.
days,
Hey,
which is
Candy.
completely out of character. She does one video a day. That's it. So you know something was wrong. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She had to do this.
Hold on. She had to do this, yada, yada, yada. I think I really just wanted you guys to hear about him losing his job.
I'm living on the edge, man.
Yeah, right.
Living on the edge.
You be living on the edge of a curb.
Oh, I get the devil in the tower, huge destruction. Good. It may be all for the Lord's sake. Amen. They're not my sons anymore. My DNA says elsewise.
They're always her sons. Even
Why
if she
is it
didn't
not
want
letting me
them to
scroll
be her
down?
sons, they are.
Listen.
But yeah, YouTube's all I got.
Yeah.
Unless I find something else.
Oh, Rev's trying to break up with her, by the way. We're going to get to that tweet eventually. Hey, Violet.
Like what?
Happy
Yeah, customer
Tuesday.
service from home. They got plenty of that.
Whatever.
We could do that.
All right.
It'd be fun. We'll do 8 hours a day of customer service. You know, if we have an asshole fucking caller, we come in, talk to each other, talk about the asshole caller.
This is why he's trying to get her to break up with him. Because she wants to live in an RV with him and work together. There's no escaping her, ever.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we could try that.
Whatever.
For real, do you really think you're going to make enough?
Hey, Thimble.
I'm getting-
Illogical.
Really good views, yeah.
You're getting good views right now because your life is a shit show. Chantal gets good views too, and her life is a mess. So does Amberlyn Reed.
All I have to do is talk to you guys all day.
Oh, yay.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's funny how you talk employment like it's fantasy roleplay game or something. It's how I deal with things, dude. It's how I deal with life. It's how I had to deal with life because life's been so fucking.
This woman is a forever victim, but she doesn't realize like she is the cause of all of her own misery, right? She's convinced herself that she has all these ailments. She picks this guy over her kids. The guy wants to leave her. Rev, I watched a whole entire part of a live stream. I have to dip in and out of these people. But anyways, I watched a whole part of a live stream where he was like, but that's your son.
I've done the
Hey!
customer service.
Listen, bitch. Why can't I get rid of you? Anyways, I listened to a whole part of a live stream where he was convincing her like she needed to pick her sons over him. And she's like, no, no. And he was like, that's your son. Using her exact words that she's been, oh, he's my son. That's my son. She's been crying about that for 3 days straight. And then he gives her an opportunity. He's like, you need to pick your sons over me. Like, that's your son. No, I shouldn't have to choose.
He-Man
But
said he.
why does she keep yapping? Okay, I don't know what this is. Well, I do. Alabama Chopstick said, and lo, as the scrolls of shame foretold, Anime Sucks did return, and Foodie Beauty dripped her final ranch-stained drop into the abyss of gluttony, where time itself recoiled. Does this have audio? How come this doesn't just pop up with sound, but I couldn't get rid of Shanny a second ago? All right, let's restart this. She's never looked better. I am easily amused this morning. Let me tell you, I'm having a good chuckle about Shanny and Bricks. I know I shouldn't find it funny. I really don't. I think it's because I think I know. Well, I don't know who's doing it, but do you know a certain community that likes to do that to people? I do. I find it funny. I can't fucking help it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm above anything. It's just, I don't know. Acadia said, here you go, Foodie. Oh my gosh. The Nashville Raider. Her legs. She's looking really skinny here. She made a whole community post about a Nashi. Have you ever had a Nashi? Not one thing in me, not one part of me thinks that looks delicious or wants to try it. I mean, I'd take the pickles. That's what I would do. I'd eat the pickles, and that's about it. But she made a really fat post. I say this as I was reading reviews of Gushers yesterday to you guys, but whatever, okay? She says, BK says, have it your way, but the Nashi's been gone 4 years from today. A girl can dream of a bun so soft. One bite makes me feel like Laura Croft. Maybe I should write a poem for Gushers, but only the limited edition ones, the galactic, whatever the hell they're called. Something about gushing. No, that doesn't sound like a good idea. All right, the beast is live and sounding like Darth Vader. It was so fucking boring, you guys. I was trying to clip, and there was no point whatsoever. There was a few good parts and what seemed like an eternity of boredom, like a black abyss of nothingness was happening. And then Salah would try and shit on the USA, or what he was shaming Beezers for not having memberships, things like that. I remember her breathing sounded absolutely horrible to me. Let's see.
Mhm.
And you hang out with her to
Jaden said it was good.
entertain in the city.
Oh, like an amusement park. We would never do that, right? We would be watching horror movies, Teardrop. Oh, hi, Jamie. Jackie's Jamie.
Something like Disneyland.
Oh. Yeah, Agathon, I don't know why so many people stop watching. He basically is doing the same thing he always does, just sits in his room. I didn't make an appearance very often.
People watched Pete's to see if he would ever spill tea about you, and he doesn't. So what's there to watch?
Tomato face gives it oomph.
She's just sitting there. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Bethany Badass. Are you on vacation? Happy vacation. Hey, Mrs. C, Eric, Jaden. Hello. Jaden said the Nashi's good. Nicole, it's really good to see you. How have you been? I'll DM you later. Thimble said the waist is way too snatched. It was that picture of Foodie. Anyways, would you be concerned if you were just sitting there and you're like, that's what she sounds like to me, like a dinosaur. Like a dinosaur. Foodie was boring, so there's drama in the chat. Okay, let's see. Do you think they turned the villa into the museum? That's not it. Okay, Swag Daddy said villa rent is a grift I can actually support. So at one point, everybody was telling her the only way basically they'd feel comfortable or would want to give her money is if she was living back in Canada. They were saying, oh, we pay for a Villa 2.0 and all kinds of things like that. Anyway, so Swag Daddy said Villa rent is a grift I can get behind, I can actually support. And then Salah says, Swag Daddy, yeah, right. You are not a beezership. Even how you should support that grift. Give me a double break. Give me a double break. Dr. Agathon said, I'd buy a membership just to watch you sitting in an office chair in the kitchen making a salad with salad dressing and shredded cheese. And then, so in response to Salah's comment, Dr. Agathon says, what are you talking about, Salah? Many of us were paying Beezers back in the day. And Swag Daddy says, Salah, I'm living literally paycheck to paycheck. Sorry I can't dish out money for a membership with no perks. I love Chantal, but that shouldn't mean I have to give her the money I don't even have. That's true. The way they act, like so entitled, right? They're adults. They're adults. And if they're actually paying bills or anything like that, or rent, anything, then they would realize not a whole lot of money's fucking left over after all of that. Not everybody has money for a membership to pay Foodie Beauty, to maybe or maybe not go live, to maybe or maybe not buffer. She's off camera now. All she's gonna do is eat. Some people can't even afford to feed themselves. He was talking about the USA, which was really bothering me. Because every time he talks shit about us, I just remember he wants to shit on us and grape us and all kinds of things. And I despise this man. Anyways, let's listen to this.
It's insane.
Electricity also.
Yeah, yeah. He made 20K. That was only for like a couple of months. And after tax, you got to look at it. The more you make, the more tax they take.
You're in Kentucky? How nice. I hope you're having a relaxing time and seeing all the sights. I feel like you need sweet tea in Kentucky. I don't know. It sounds like a Kentucky thing. Is it a Kentucky thing?
Sucks. You know?
In my town, it's like 800 euros to rent a single bedroom sharing a house with 3 others.
Oh, gosh.
WTF.
I'm pretty sure you live in community housing, Salah, so save your judgments.
Electric is high, yeah.
And why there's no health insurance or something like this in the USA?
Other dragons.
You can buy health insurance.
Expensive?
Is he still here?
Electric is high, yeah.
And why there's no health insurance or something like this in the USA?
You can buy health insurance.
But expensive?
Yeah.
Because I hear that in Canada it's free.
Tax money.
Yeah, the tax is everywhere, even in the USA and Canada.
Yeah, true.
But Canada offer you
Yeah.
extra as a free healthcare.
Yeah.
So why US they don't do that also?
Don't know.
I don't know, Salah, because we have doctors that don't do botched jobs like your circumcision and your toenail. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it. Whatever you think about us, you know what? It's really fucking expensive. It is. But you know what I have? Freedom. I have certain rights. You don't like us because you couldn't control us over here. Over there, women, it seems like, have to listen to the men. We don't over here.
Oh.
They send the money just for for who?
Canada is more socialist than USA.
Mhm.
USA is more just private, like capitalist than Canada. That's why I'd say.
Half of the money in US they send it to who?
Yep.
The government.
Free the People said, just saying, there's nothing that Syria has that's better in the States. And if Salah had the chance, he'd be here in a second. Yeah, but we wouldn't let him in. But if he had the opportunity, he'd want to come. Hold on 1 second. I think it should be a game every day to see just how long they last. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Anyways, hi, Strawberries. Good to see you, I guess. Anyways, I said don't worry about the USA, poop boy. I said I guess she muted to talk so long to getting her snacks. Nicole said, yes, I did. Thank God. Glad I was blinded for only 2 months. I don't see how the others don't see it, or they're turning a blind eye to it. What Chantal is doing is capitalist. Grifting for money is capitalist. Thank you, Dripping Sunshine. What was I? Hold on, there's something I wanted to come back to. How did Showgirls demos? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, hi, Showgirl. Anyways, I guess she muted to talk salon to getting her snacks. Let's go full screen.
What are we?
I watched this flash mob earlier, you guys, and it put me in the greatest mood ever. And I'm not a flash mob kind of a person. I think I've ever only liked two of them. Like, I liked the Big Bang Theory one. If you know what I'm talking about, it'll bring a smile to your face. If not, you should search it up. It was fun. Anyways, and then this one I saw where they were singing Queen, and it was like 30 people, I think, in Paris. And somebody went by singing on a horse, and all these people were Galileoing from the windows. And it was actually so beautiful. And then this kid comes out and starts playing guitar, I think better than I don't know. I've heard a lot of people play guitar, but he was so fucking good. And then I legitimately cried. But anyways, now I'm just in the best mood. I don't know. Music is very healing. And I've been vaping. I can't even lie.
Having
All
for
right.
snacks tonight?
It was a new
Before
account
the
made
stream.
today.
Ew. The no name, the fake one.
What music was Salah discovered while being in Syria? Everybody dance.
Oh my.
What the heck happened here? I was distracted for 2.5 seconds thinking of the Galileos. Well, hopefully you guys
What are we
heard
having
it.
for snacks tonight?
She wants snacks. I don't know if he told her to eat water again, okay? I don't remember. If you heard the clip, please fill us in. And then I think she mutes to talk him into snacks. But when I did go back an hour later, they were talking about buttered popcorn. So I don't know if they ate it, they were going to eat it, if she wore him down. Much like how we see Shanny wear down Rev. You actually watch things happen in real time. Like Rev starts out with his own thoughts, and then Shanny will spiral for like hours straight to the point where Rev starts just believing her or agreeing with whatever she's saying, pretty much to make it stop. Anyways, I guess there was a loud noise in Foodie Beauty's live stream, and she said it was fireworks again. But I don't think, well, I mean, it's not that kind of fireworks. Israel launches a raid in the vicinity of that place. Israeli airstrikes target a Syrian Ministry of Defense military site on the Homs Road. Fairnip said, oh, well, she's bound and determined to stay there, so I hope she enjoys the fireworks. And she's so excited. She knows it's not really fireworks. She knows what's going on around her, and she loves it, which is odd to me. Very odd. Yaba said, so Foodie is mainly staying out of Canada because she just can't afford to live there. That is so wild to me. I think of how expensive it is to live where I'm at, right? And not one time have I ever thought of running off to Syria. I have thoughts like I'll live in an RV by a river, or I'll take a tent. I'll go buy a really big tent. I'll have a tent mansion, and I'll prop myself up on a mountain somewhere where nobody can bother me. Those are my thoughts, but they would all be in the US. Not one part involves Syria, Kuwait. No, thank you. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she's staying out of Canada because she probably can't even afford a Nashi at this point. And in Syria, I think she's rich. I still wouldn't want to go to Syria. I don't know. It's like it's why when I have everything here? I don't know. As much as people complain about the USA, the number one thing like I think of is my daughter has freedoms here. Like, fuck me, like, whatever about me, but, like, I could never take her somewhere where she wouldn't have a voice or she wouldn't have a right to education or a right to choose whatever religion or whatever she wanted to be, you know? I don't know. Um, so whatever people think about the USA, just never take that for granted, okay? So Shanny and Rev are getting bricks delivered. I have to mute myself at this point whenever I talk about this shit. I don't think people should go IRL. However, this woman is absolutely disgusting. I don't know. I'm not encouraging anybody to go IRL, but I watched her the other day try to convince the internet that her 18-year-old son is all sorts of bad things, right? Picture horrible things in your mind, and that's everything she was saying about her son. So, do I feel bad for her? Not really. She's trying to ruin her son's life because she ruined her own. And I have no sympathy left for her.
Oh, my God, man.
The brick thing is really scary. The Irish mob would pick bricks on your porch as a warning that your days were numbered. Oh, thank God.
I love my dumbass trolls.
Thank God. Apparently, the mob would put bricks on the
Ow.
porch to say your day is numbered.
Oh, cool. That's good. Ready for that.
Fashionable, hey, fashionable. Freedom of voice and freedom of a religion is something that is important. And not everybody has it. And some even get taken out for their beliefs or saying something wrong. And that's so sad to me. That's absolutely heartbreaking if you think about it. Like, you hear all the time about women who get unalived because they take off the hijab or whatever else, and that's sad. I remember watching a clip, I can't remember where it was at this point, right? But I remember a bunch of women were out of school and being told that they could no longer, continue their education. Nobody should have to live like that. Everybody should have a right to choose. Everybody should have that, and it makes me sad that there's places like that, or there's young people being forced into a marriage or religion or whatever else, and they don't have a choice. And what's wild to me is there's people wishing they could leave their areas, and Foodie just runs there and makes it home, and it all leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It does. Anyway, so Shanny and Rev are getting bricks delivered. Okay, Foodie was talking about a CC Suarez, right? In her live stream, she's like, "Who's CC Suarez?" And then everybody in her chat was saying, "Who's CC Suarez?" Even I was asking, "Who is CC Suarez?" Am I saying that right? Anyways, who is she? Apparently, she has a huge ass channel and she talks about MLMs. Do I have that right? Anyways, I saw people in Discord sharing this video and asking each other if they had watched it. And I haven't watched it yet, but I do have a clip to show you guys. So we do need to go to that. Cece's very cute, by the way. A Girl Scout said, Foodie's always creating gateways to support, justify, excuse her food addiction. Salah makes a remake to her about how many mini bags of chips she's eaten. Foodie, or remark, sorry. Foodie, you are rude to me, so I get another bag of chips. She's like a fucking kid. I remember at one point when I was a kid, I was grounded so much. I talked back. It's not funny, okay, like, it's not whatsoever, but I laugh because I'm exactly the same way at 42. Like, I always have to have the last word. I always have a remark that flies out of my mouth. Some things we just never change. I'm better about it. I am. I'm better about it. However, just things fly out of my mouth, right? And so I guess that was considered talking back. And I rolled my eyes a lot. That's so disrespectful. But I was grounded. I was forever grounded, forever getting my Nintendo taken away, forever getting my radio, just stuff like that. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't go to the mall. Wasn't getting allowance for 2 weeks. Anyways, but I remember being a kid and I was grounded so much that I had talked my parents into this rule that I couldn't get in trouble when I didn't feel good. So then I was forever not feeling good. So I would get out of getting in trouble, right? I had a headache, I had a fever. Anyways, Foodie reminds me as a child, as an adult. And that's not necessarily a good thing at all, because look at eventually how I turned out. Well, I'm doing better now. Tomorrow I'll have 8 years sober. But a good portion of my 20s, I was a mess. I was seriously worse off than, like, I don't know. I was pretty bad. It's such a good thing I didn't have a channel. I would have made it on, like, Soft White Underbelly, on all the documentaries. Like, it would have been a whole thing. And I probably wouldn't be alive today. I don't think Foodie should have a channel, and I know that's a slippery slope. I've talked about this with Eugenia. I didn't think she should have a platform either. It's like they push their disordered eating on you without outright saying it, and it gives people all a place to do bad together. Like, I remember at one point searching the Eugenia Cooney hashtag and finding groups of people that were all talking about how they hadn't eaten for X amount of days, right? I'm not gonna get into, like, all the other stuff, but I just feel like it's, like, a place where, like, I don't know, it reminds me of me when I was forced into AA and I didn't really have any intentions of getting better, but, like, I had to go. So I would find all the people that were drinking during or after or before the meeting too, right? Anyways, I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. I didn't know this was a thing. Well, maybe I knew, but maybe I had forgotten about it. But do you guys know who Joey Chestnut is? He ate 26.5 pounds, which is 53 boxes of poutine to win the 2025 World Poutine Eating Championship in Toronto. How is this not Foodie Beauty's career? I don't understand it. She could eat faster than a Joey Chestnut. But yeah, it's the thing. I don't know. How do you prepare for that? I don't even wanna know. Anyways, I could probably do all that with Gushers or sweet tart ropes. That's about it. I don't know. I mean, I really like Portos, but I don't know if I could eat 26.5 pounds of it. Sweet tart ropes, I mean, you could eat a whole bag and it feels like nothing sometimes, right? So it's 53. Oh, I would feel miserable. Never mind. That's not a good idea. Ew, no way. I'll never understand competitive eating. I mean, I guess it's a sport. They train for it. I don't understand it, and it seems like I would be miserable after. I don't know, if you're a competitive eater out there, don't think I'm judging you. I just there's lots of things I don't understand, right? Anyways, Alabama Chapstick said, "Foodie Beauty is live. Don't know what to say. Gasp. What's next? Your fart smell." I mean, at what point could people turn that into disordered eating too, though? What if you really not enjoy, I don't know that there's any part of it you enjoy, but what if you tend to eat a whole bunch during 1 week and then you don't eat or whatever else? Like, what if they became competitive? I don't know. All of this seems like disordered eating to me, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm getting off the topic. Just poutine. I love Nerds Ropes. Oh, those are good too. I feel like I only have those around Easter time. How about you? When I'm doing the Easter baskets for the kids, I'll pick up an extra Nerds rope for me, and then I like to stretch it out. You have to stretch it out. I don't know, it's a thing, it's a process. Anyways, I sound very fat. I promise I'm not. I don't know, my anxiety's under better control, so, like, I have a hard time when I have anxiety, right? But when my anxiety isn't making me spiral, I do enjoy my sweet treats. I do. I do. All right, so Israeli attacks on Syria. So I'm pretty sure this is the fireworks Foodie Beauty heard. Salt and South said, I guess someone else got married or is celebrating, huh? By the way, I'm not making fun of these attacks, but she acts like these don't exist and it's bizarre. No one is jealous of your life, no matter how you sell it to us, Big Back. Yeah, I think she will never understand that. Like, to her, she's this world traveler, um, never staying in one place for long because she can afford to see the world. But to me, she's a very dumb woman, living irresponsibly. She calls it growing and doing other things. I call it trying to take herself out. Like, I think it's a game of chicken, like a long game. I think it is. Anyways, you couldn't pay me to be where she is. You couldn't. Maybe I can't afford to go to Disneyland every day, but I could go outside wearing what I want. I could go to whatever church that I want to, and I could show what little hair I have. So there we go. I'll stay here, thank you. I have a right to, like, vote. You know, that's pretty cool. Anyways, Rosie content. Kelly said, so Tracy TX is a stalker. She's made multiple accounts to stalk is it Quirky Love Rosie or Quirky Loves Rosie? QLR. We're just going to call her QLR. Foodie has a bunch of nuts in her chat, as they say birds of a feather stick together or flock together, I think it might be. Flock? All right, so what I do know is Rosie was having like a whole concert in her kitchen, and it looked like a good time, but she was stirring with this like plastic whisk that eventually melted into her pan. We're going to get to that, but don't you worry. But this is Tracy TX, I guess, T about her stalking Rosie, harassing Rosie.
Tracy, I thought you were blocked. Is that the same Tracy that came into my chat with like 4 accounts to harass me? No? You're not the same Tracy? Okay. I swore that was the same username. No, then you are the same Tracy. Are you
Eric, I didn't see that, but to be fair, I try to avoid Greta content. I don't know. She just scares me, and I don't know why.
talk so much shit about me in Chantal's chat? Why are you here? I've seen you talk so much shit about me. Why are you here? Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. You literally talk shit to me to Chantal for her attention. Why are you in my chat, dude? Weird behavior.
She goes in Milky's chat too, right? Didn't she tell her she had nice boobs once before?
You are the same person that harassed me on 4 separate accounts.
4?
Girl pie.
Tracy, is that you? All the accounts we accuse of being Foodie Beauty, is that really you? It's not a good look. I just picture you and your one eye just rage typing. Are you really a fan? That's odd, Rosie. I think she's in love with you. I think if you accepted her, she would leave Chantal for you. And if I'm remembering correctly, isn't Tracy the one that fed somebody a lot and they're no longer here anymore? I think Rosie is more up Tracy's alley. Oh, do you guys watch the Whitakers? If you don't, there's so much drama with this whole situation on Facebook between Eric and Patrick, who are both helping the Whitakers, but now they're both blaming each other for what happened. So I saw this post from Eric Carroll. It says, I'm sorry, you guys. I wanted to get off social media for a while. I just had a source tell me that Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy has been picked up by the state, which is what I was afraid was going to happen. I never went back home to Georgia. I've been here the whole time. I was not planning on leaving Timmy. I made a promise that he would come to Georgia. Knowing abuse had been reported and everything that was going on, I knew this would happen. So if you guys have been following, it's because they allowed BJ back. And there's a protective order against BJ. She beats up Timmy. She's beat up Betty before. And for whatever reason, they keep letting her back. She was in the trailer. The cops were called. And that's why Adult Protective Services came. But my heart is breaking, obviously, for all of them. But I have this soft spot in my heart for Timmy. Like, I want to go and rescue Timmy. But anyways, I heard that there's people trying to get custody of them. I think that Patrick guy is. I have a bad vibe about Patrick. I'm just telling you. Anyways, so when BJ came back, Eric says, with the air left my body because I knew it was coming next. Guys, give me a minute. I need to get my composure and I will be on here to talk with you shortly. This was not supposed to be happening. We were going to build them a home. Keep Ray, Lorraine, and Timmy in your prayer, guys. I'm going to try to find out what's going on. Ay. They need to stop letting BJ back. I just feel heartbroken because they're not used to ever being away from each other, and they probably don't understand why this is happening. But hopefully now Betty sees that BJ can never come back. And I hope that they can all get out of Adult Protective Services. I hope Eric would be great to have custody of them. But I know Eric's family, they're not giving him a hard time because what he's doing, he actually takes time away and does it all out of the goodness of his own heart. He leaves his family to go help take care of them. And he had it set up to where the Amish were building a house for them They were going to have some sort of gate, like protection around their property. It was going to be more towards the back, so wasn't easily accessible. He was going to have care come in every single day to help, get them showered, fed. He was going to have somebody come and clean and do all this stuff. And now, because of BJ, it seems like there's a wrench in these plans. But what I do know, I'm not going to get super religious here. What I do know is when God has something good going on, or whatever you believe in, the universe has something good happening, the devil, something bad, tries to stop that. That is what I do know. But I know a whole bunch of people are praying for this family, and I believe in the power of prayer. So I'm going to keep praying for them. I didn't even mean to fall in love with the Whitakers, you guys. I didn't even mean to fall down this rabbit hole. But one day I did, and now I know far too much. Far too much. And what I do know is that BJ needs to be banned, canceled. I don't know, banished to a faraway land so she stops fucking up what they have going on. All right, rant over. Mark tried to. BJ is the devil. Yes. You know what? And I remember a long time ago, I got curious, right? And I remember watching certain videos, and I remember Mark kept mentioning BJ. Something about BJ kept lying. I think she kept changing plans, whatever else, right? So she's a forever problem, and she can't keep her hands to herself. She's allegedly, apparently, on something that I used to be on. And what I do know is it's not good. It's not good. You see shit, you hear shit, you're delusional, you're paranoid. Um, she shouldn't be around people. Like, Timmy can't defend himself. Neither can Lorraine, neither can Betty. She's violent. That is what I do know. BJ is violent. Anyways, I can't even talk about this much longer because my heart breaks, and I'm just going to keep praying for the situation. I'm just going to keep praying. If you believe in prayer, I ask that you do too. Let's move on. I said Rev is trying to get Shanny to leave him and choose her son. You guys, and she still wouldn't choose her son. She still wouldn't choose her son. Friendly reminder, her child has said 3 times, well, this will be the 3rd time, because I can't imagine how you wouldn't feel this way, that he feels thrown away by her. And she's been crying online for days, trying to convince the world she's the best mother in the world. Here was her opportunity to prove how much she loves her sons, right?
You do not. No, no, William. You do not. You do not. No, no, William. You do not give ultimatums to love. That is irresponsible. That is wrong. That is control. And I taught you better by giving you a life of freedom.
Shanny, he's scared of me. He doesn't want to be around me. If I wasn't around, he would come around. Give me a break. You've got to look.
I'm not making this choice.
Well, maybe I, as the man, has to make it for you. You should leave me for your kid. You should.
Not until I hear from him in person.
All right, William, boy, that's a big one. If you call her, she will leave me.
Not necessarily.
Well, if there's a
Wow.
good reason to, she'll leave. She'll tell me to leave. Right? I can't.
You're no mother, Shanny. You're no mother. This is why he wants nothing to do with you. Now do the right thing, and all he's asking is for you to leave him alone. Please respect that. I'm going to respect it since you won't. I'm not going to be covering you anytime you talk about him. Anytime you talk about him. So we're going to have to mute it. We're going to have to, I don't know, edit parts out. But that's all he wants is for Shanny to stop harping on about him. And then she has this golden moment, right? All she wants to do is talk to him, supposedly. And she has this moment, Rev saying, you should leave me for him. That's your son. Not necessarily, no, no, no. You should choose him, no. That was her moment. Fuck you, Shanny. Can I recommend some good songs to you? Bad Religion, Sorrow. It starts off slow, but then it turns into this amazing musical, I don't know, slice of heaven. It's really, really good. Or Face to Face, I Won't Lie Down. Pennywise, Alien. You probably know that song and didn't know it was by Pennywise. Anyways, there's some good songs for you. I had the best concert today. Today I was a drummer. Yesterday I played the air guitar. Today I played the air drums. I really am sad that I don't play an instrument. I said, anyone else notice how guinea Shanny is that Rev lost his job? Almost like watching someone else suffer gives her fuel. Classic narcissist move. Misery loves company and she thrives when everyone around her is just as miserable as she is. It's true. She wants everybody's lives to be ruined. She doesn't want anybody to have a job. She doesn't want anybody to have a future because she doesn't see a future for herself. And that's sad. If she truly loved any of those people, like her sons or Rev, she'd do the right thing, right? And she can't in any instant. She has Rev losing his job because she won't get offline. She has Brick showing up to the house. She has him drinking again. What else? Her sons don't want anything to do with her. They're actually talking to reaction channels because she's not a safe place for them to talk to, which is wild if you think about it. Anyways, Dave's World said, Foodie and Salah discussing cost of healthcare and availability of social services in the US pisses me the fuck off. Two fucking losers with no job who rely on handouts from people on the internet, and Salah riding the coattails of a death bat for her chump change. That's rich. Acadia Strong said that they're the Syrian version of Shanny and Rev. They are. Oh my god, they are. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, I couldn't have said it better myself. Dana said, especially since neither has had any real dealings with how things are done in the US. At least if Chantal was a US citizen, she wouldn't be waitlisted because she's closer to death. Wait, she has a job? Well, she doesn't. She calls her job YouTube, and then he had a job, but he lost it because they got 1,000 calls about her. So, anyways, oh gosh. What's crazy is it's probably 8 times the size now, and I don't even need to elaborate. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sorry. I've never seen a woman with balls before. Balls on a ball. I've never seen this pic, so thanks for that. Yeah, that's about what it looks like. The picture off to the right. The similarities are uncanny. They really are. Oh, wait, here's another one. She did a lot of this. I'm sorry, this is worse. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Okay, here's a clip from Cece Suarez. So she has a video titled Foodie Beauty Using Disabled Child in Donation Scam. So you guys, this is what we wanted. Somebody with a bigger platform that would bring light to this, right? Look at how many subscribers she has. Look at how many views it had at this point. All right, so we're going to watch a small clip from her. Hopefully she doesn't strike people. Hi, Cece.
And it will get you permanently banned from my channel. And as always, this is not a petting zoo. You do not need to interact with the people that I feature on my channel. Do not touch the poo-poo. Yes, I might interact or email them for a statement or something of that sort. That's different. This is not an interactive experience. Keep your hands and feet to yourself at all times, okay? Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal, has been accused of many things and realistically caught doing many things, such as allegedly scamming, lying, animal cruelty, cosplaying as a Muslim, being an apologist for some of the worst types of people on the planet, you know, the kind that I think should be thrown into an active volcano. You get it, you know, a fugitive, and just overall a lying liar who lies. So why is Chantal famous, or shall we say infamous? Canadian-born Foodie Beauty, otherwise known as Chantal Surratt, Chantal Oliver Faye, and Miriam rose to YouTube fame when she started filming mukbangs, where she ate massive amounts of food on camera while telling stories about her childhood and adult life, sexual experiences, rage sessions, and her, albeit unrealistic, plans to lose weight. While she has had her funny moments, two things can be true at once, most of her, in my opinion, most of her content is just foul.
I've never washed my feet. I don't think there's a need. All the soap and shampoo from your body goes on your feet, and your feet is constantly covered in water. You can just go like this on the top. But anything below the butt, I just won't wash. Why do you have to wash your legs? They don't smell. I have never washed my feet in my entire life. Okay, nobody's gonna date me. I'm over the fact.
Chantal is definitely one of those people on the internet that they might not get a bunch of
She's disgusting. You should wash your feet, you should wash your legs, you should wash behind your ears, you should wash everywhere that you can see.
views or have a lot of followers, which she has. I mean, arguably, she does have an adequate following, but clips of them get ridiculous views. For instance, there is this channel on YouTube and TikTok as well called Just Sayin', and they're an account that mainly does like
Oh.
clips and stuff like that. I will have their YouTube channel linked down below and their TikTok as well. And I wanted to just take a second from this video to say that the person behind it is apparently going through chemo right now. So if you can go show support, watch their videos 45 times on YouTube, on TikTok, all that, I'm sure that would be very helpful for them. Okay, back to Girl World. So as we went over in my
I like her. I'm gonna go subscribe after this.
Girl World video that I did that really just touched the icky sticky surface of this.
Okay, but let's say you couldn't bend down to wash your feet. Wouldn't you squirt some soap on like a wash rag and stick it on the bottom of the shower and just scrub away? Like, I'd find ways. But I'm also not as lazy as Chantal, so there's that. I don't know. I don't enjoy feeling smelly, grimy. I don't enjoy it just yeah, you're washing your body, but like all that dirty water and soap and everything is falling to your feet. So why not rinse off and then get a clean rag and wipe again? I don't know. I enjoy when I go out in public, everybody can see me and know that I've showered for that day. And it's wild to me that the girls don't feel that same way. Or when people talk to me, they don't back up because my breath stinks. That's a good time to me. Anyways, Tat Von B said, just saw Cece Suarez uploaded a video on Buffalo. It looks delicious. Nice to see her show love to Just Sayin'. Yes, please go check out this full video. Hold on. I'm going to get the link for you guys. I know I shared it somewhere over here. In case you just want to click from the chat, I want to give you that option. Okay, hold on. I'm going somewhere else really fast. Control C. And let me Control V you. Get a brush, right? That too. I couldn't do the brush on the bottom of my feet though. Oh no, I'm insanely ticklish. I can't even stand when you get a pedicure and they take the little scrubber, like that part in between your toes and your heel. It makes me want to kick people across the room. I don't know. It's like this reflex. And I know tickling is fun to some people, but for me, that'll get you unalived because it's just, I don't know. It's painful to me. I hate being tickled. Like, if you ever wanted to torture me to death, that would be the way. Tickle my feet. Girl Scout said, Foodie Beauty. Oh, wait, I already read that. I shared it with you guys, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back to Rosie stuff. Because I need you guys to see why everybody is watching Rosie and not Foodie Beauty anymore. But see, I can only take Rosie in small doses. How you guys feel about Foodie and Shanny is how I feel about Rosie. And I say this every time, but it's because one day somebody I've never seen before showed up in my fucking DMs and like sent me this list of stuff Rosie is involved in. And I saw these pictures, and the most I could say is there were beads and there was a fist. And I can never look at her the same way. I just look at her and I think, ouch. So when Amberlynn Reed was talking about that one clip too, I got a full on tell on myself right here. I couldn't handle the clip. There was this clip of Amberlynn Reed not that long ago talking about like fingers, being fingerlin, remember being fingered or something? And all I could think of, there's no way somebody is just going in with one finger with you when Rosie requires a whole fist. Like, come on. Okay, let's keep going. Good morning. Hopefully you have your AirPods in or your earbuds or your headphones or whatever. To anybody who has me playing at their work, I'm very sorry. I wish I could say we weren't this weird all the time. But unfortunately we are, because based on who we talk about, they're all fucking weird. So good morning to you. Anyways, Rosie was jamming out so hard that she didn't realize that her whisk was melting into her gravy. But I need to play that clip after this. So Yaba said, currently from the unsilenced Death Fat, singing and frying bacon, baby. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, I'm like really reading these lyrics for the first time and I'm having feelings.
tell me I ran out of time. This is the rest of my life. Maybe I will wait for Monica. Thank you. I get
She kind of has a nice voice, right?
told all the time how awful my voice is.
I think it's better than Chantal's. I'd rather hear you sing.
it's true. Really need you in my life. No matter what I have to do, I'll wait for you. Are you that afraid of me? But I know it's a lie, what you're keeping inside. That's not how you want it to be. Wait for you. I recently rediscovered this song.
Well, that was beautiful. All right, well, you sing better than Foodie. Here's her burning a whisk. Let's go full screen. Sunshine said she likes Rosie. I mean, I guess I could see why. Ruby!
Can y'all hear me over the roof?
Kathy!
Can y'all hear me over the music?
Yes. Making my dog howl. Sing better than me.
Okay. Should I add some more flour to this roux to make it thicker? Do any of you guys
So watch the whisk, you guys. Watch the whisk.
have an opinion on that? Good job. Welcome, welcome.
That's exactly the kind of stuff I do. Thank God my man is a chef.
So I think I need to add a little more flour. I need to do it now before
Waking up too early, static on the TV, dressed in all the clothes I had on. When yesterday decided
Probably shouldn't eat it now.
to fight with the hours in the seconds.
I didn't want to scratch the pan with a metal whisk.
Doing all the things that I'm supposed to. Working every day the way that most do. Smiling while I'm hiding what I'm going through. But you know,
A little plastic in your diet. Yeah.
that if I'm being honest, I couldn't tell you this is all I want.
Chantal, you need to step up your game. Like, you're so boring to watch when we have this. Boop Olympic said, Chantal Marie, you better cheat on that man now before it's too late. Seriously. I think Rosie is killing your channel. Just by being herself.
To start over again.
I can
Get
hear
it
it
back
once.
to
Okay.
the way it was.
At least if we don't have Tammy Lemon singing to us anymore. Rosie doesn't sing quite like Tammy, but she's way better than Chantal. Like, you know, she's the star at karaoke night. She just is. Okay, so Fondue said, YouTube lover crying like a bitch, Salah threatening members and bullying people into joining, and Teardrop crying about getting no free government benefits, but comparing poor single mothers get it all for free, or complaining poor single mothers get it all for free. Teardrop, you ain't missing no meals, so shut the fuck up. She hasn't missed one. Salah said, no politics, no religions, no personal matters allowed here. Only for fun and positive vibes. Thanks everyone for understanding. Okay, I just need to say it, and I don't care how I sound. Every single person who announces no politics, no religions, no personal matters allowed here, they all allow it as long as it's their religion or their political beliefs. Do you notice? I'm thinking of like 3 channels specifically. It's like, well, all religions are welcome unless you're this religion, and no anti-talk about Muslims, but you can make fun of Christians. No politics, but we hate Donald Trump. Like, do you know what I mean? Every fucking person who does that. Also, the people who claim to be nice and they're like, no bullying or harassment allowed in my chat. Like, they hang out on Doxer's channel, so maybe you people shouldn't pin those messages anymore. Anyway, Salah says no politics, no religions, no personal matters allowed here, only for fun and positive vibes. Thanks, everyone, for understanding. Okay, YouTube lover, if you can't say something, you should allow others to speak too. Block me. Salah says, swag daddy. I mean, don't share private information for your safety. You know how many haters are like cockroaches. He says, YouTube lover, knock it off, mate. Just chill. He asked you to block him, then you can't see what he has to say to you, and vice versa. It's vice versa. Swag Daddy says, YouTube lover gets called out by their mommy and daddy once and flees. Slaw says, YouTube lover, don't be mad. Just block anyone who targets you or don't like, and that's set. Take it easy and simple. When this guy speaks, take it easy and simple. Okay, Swag, we can block you more. It's kind of fun. No, you can't block them anymore. Swag Daddy, yeah, right. You are not a beezership. Even how you should support that grift. Give me a double break. A double break? Okay, noodle arms. Salah, I'm living literally paycheck to paycheck. Sorry. I can't dish out money for a membership with no perks. I love Chantal, but that shouldn't mean I have to give her the money I don't even have. Teardrop said we are on a payment plan for our electricity. Okay. Be a young single pregnant mom with kids. You get it easy. Fuck you, bitch. Ew. Be a young single pregnant mom with kids. You get it easy. Teardrop says we are disabled and still can't get EBT. Teardrop also says, I'm thankful my son bought me a phone and pays for it every month. That helps a lot. Okay, young single pregnant mothers are oftentimes being mom, dad, the maid, everything, going off like 3 hours of sleep, um, and they're still not getting enough. Do you know what I mean? I think Teardrop sounds like somebody who's angry that they can't have a bunch of kids and then go on welfare and get food stamps so they can feed their face. That's what Teardrop sounds like to me. And not all young single mothers are on EBT too. A lot of people work. I don't know. Teardrop just sounds really stupid. I don't believe she has any children. I'm not believing she has a grandkid or anything. I don't believe she has a daughter. I just don't. Okay. Be a young single pregnant mom with kids. You get it easy. Fuck you. She says, I'm literally on death's door, but here in the US, they don't give a shit. It's probably because you could really work, Teardrop. They don't want to give you disability when you can probably work. I'm thankful, and if you're on disability, then you should be getting enough. Stop eating through your disability. Teardrop said, I'm thankful my son bought me a phone and pays for it every month. That helps a lot. My husband makes his own, only cost him $25 a month. He makes his own phones? I don't understand. I'm thankful my son bought me a phone and pays for it. My husband makes his own. It only costs him $25 a month. I don't understand. He makes something that's only $25 a month, okay? Sinatra said Salah just wants to block people who don't join LMFAO. Amazing. By the way, there's also a lot of single dads out there who are doing it all, and they don't get a break and they don't get any credit. So shout out to you guys if you're listening. I don't think I could play this, but I so badly want to. It gave me goosebumps. It made me cry. I was singing with the people in the windows. Hold on. If you're on Twitter, I think you might even be able to see it if you're not, if you just go to the website or just put this link in your whatever search engine or whatever. I don't know. Share motherfucker. Okay, there we go. Anyways, it's perfection. The guy who ends up singing most of Freddie Mercury's part sounds just like him, just as amazing. I don't know. I can't say all the good enough good things about it. I wish I could play it, but I think for some reason the stream would disappear if I did. But please check it out. It'll make your day. Tofu said, anyone else watching this shit show? And I said, I can't look away. I really can't. I mean, I do look away. I do, to be fair. But if it comes to like Shanny's live or Foodie Beauty, I'm in watching what's going on with Shanny. Foodie is just talking about food, what she's gonna eat, what she's gonna eat tomorrow, what she ate yesterday, what snacks she's gonna have. There's a whole lot of huffing and puffing, sighing and breathing, hookah pipe bubbling, and that's about it. She's off camera. Shanny, we watch Spiral. We're watching bricks get delivered. We're watching Rev drinking again, which is such a bad idea. This guy has had wet brain before. No joke. And now he's not working and he has plenty of time to sit around and drink that beer. So this is going to be all bad. All bad. Acadia asked he's drinking. Tofu said yes, he lost his job, so Shanny said he's allowed to drink this time. It's not going well. I swear she seems like she's been drinking too. Alcohol and problems do not mix, and something bad is going to happen. I'm calling it right now. So it's probably a good thing that her sons chose to go no contact and not talk to her, right? Did you know that Nad Turd is somehow striking channels from jail? He's striking Falafel Reacts. So you know who it really is, right? Falafel Reacts made this tweet saying Nat Turd and his sugar baby Dahmer have submitted a false copyright strike against my video to dox me. This man is in prison for stabbing an ex. What are repercussions for this abuse of the strike system? So she tagged at Team YouTube. I really like her channel, by the way. YouTube said, we understand this is like a generic response. We understand that this is important to you. Getting a copyright strike means we received a formal legal notice to take down your video. If you think it was a mistake, you have the option to submit a counter notification. Blah, blah, blah. Falafel React said, it's a false strike. The striker is incarcerated in Canada. There is no genuine intention for legal notice or litigation. It's annoying to wait, but it'll eventually fall off because Dee Dee Dahmer, whatever you want to call her, the fridge, has no intention of taking anybody to court. She won't. She just tries to silence people. It's a bad look. What she doesn't realize is like she thinks it makes her look like some boss bitch. It's a bad look. It makes it look like what everybody else is saying about you, Dahmer, is right, and you just can't handle it. How is your boyfriend striking from prison? It's not your channel. Hopefully YouTube looks into your channel. Yep said, so Special Ted wants to bash on Western countries, eh? Let's remind him of all the things that the USA, Canada, and the UK are number one in. Stay jealous, scamming, flee. All right, let's see. Here are areas where the US ranks number one. Economy. The US has the largest gross domestic product GDP globally, making it the world's leading economic power. Military spending. The United States spends more on defense than any other country. Medical research. The US invests more money into medical research than any other nation, which is probably why I've never seen a peen that looks like Salah's. I have to say it. To all the doctors out here, you're doing amazing. Charitable giving says US citizens are known for giving more to charity than people in any other country. Top universities. 11 of the world's top 15 universities are located in the United States. Film industry. Hollywood is a dominant global force in the film industry, producing many high budget and high production value movies. Aerospace and aviation. The US is at the forefront of aerospace technology, known for its advanced space exploration capabilities and aircraft manufacturing. Wow. Olympic success. The US generally wins the highest number of total Olympic medals and gold medals. Ones that they don't have to buy off Amazon, Salah. How about that? Technological investment. The US invests more in technologies like robotics than any other country. There you go. Hi, Foodie and Salah. Okay, so Canada, longest coastline. Canada has the world's longest coastline. It stretches over 240,000 kilometers Fresh water. Canada's vast lakes and rivers contain about the 20% of the world's fresh water. Renewable energy. The Bay of Fundy is home to the highest daily tides in the world, and Canada is a world leader in renewable energy from offshore wind, wave, and tidal power. Economy and society. Maple syrup production. Canada is the world's largest producer of maple syrup, with Quebec being a primary source. Let me tell you, my secret ingredient, it's not really a secret, I guess, because I've announced it so many times, in my candied yams is maple syrup, and it's from Canada, and it is the best maple syrup in the world. Shout out to your maple syrup. Okay, highly educated women. Canada has one of the most educated female populations globally, with over two-thirds of women aged 25 to 64 holding a college or university degree in 2021. That's awesome. A quality of life. Canada consistently ranks high in various indices measuring quality of life, happiness, human rights, safety, and prosperity, making it a top-ranked country to live in. I mean, Canada looks so beautiful. I would assume most people are happy to be there. And you have maple syrup. What's there to be upset about? Okay, the UK literature. The UK is home to some of the world's most famous writers, including William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Jane Austen, and J.K. Rowling. Music. The UK has a consistently strong presence in the international music scene. What is your favorite band from the UK? Name a band we should check out. Tea. The UK consumes a significant amount of tea with the consumption of 100 million cups every day. That's a lot of cups. I feel like maybe I have tea 5 times a week. How about you? Food. Classics like fish and chips, afternoon tea, and the full English breakfast are iconic foods associated with the UK. I want a full English breakfast with tea. That kind of sounds nice, doesn't it? The UK is the birthplace of many globally popular sports, including football, rugby, cricket, tennis, and golf. The UK boasts stunning castles and historical university buildings. Landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and the Tower of London are famous worldwide. There you go. Hopefully, you learned something during this. What is there to brag about in Syria right now, Salah? Hmm. Let me see if anybody commented. Not yet. Back off, eh? Hey, Vive. Let's be real, the quality of life between the US and Canada isn't that much different, if at all different. Syria, not so much true. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I drank tea. I mean, sometimes I really like it. I don't know, I have this honey lemon citron tea that I swear just makes you feel better if your throat hurts or if your allergies are bothering you. But I don't know, during the summer when it's really effing hot, I don't know. I don't drink as much tea as I do in the winter, that's for sure. But I don't know. Maybe you need to be from the UK and you can have your afternoon tea and it's really good at any time because it never gets too hot. I don't know. Anyways, a lovely English breakfast. I think I need to have that one day with a tea and wear a hat. I don't know. And I'll call it a day. Anyways, I think that's all I have right now. I think let me search the Foodie Beauty hashtag before we go. Hold on, don't leave yet. Because oftentimes when I'm live, something went down, I missed something, and then the second I log off and I do my little scroll through Twitter, I'll be like, oh, I should have talked about that. Well, that sucked. So before I let you go, Chantal better stay out of Qatar. They are blowing shit up over there. President Trump, the nation of Qatar has been a funder of terrorism a very high level. Hold on, this is currently happening. I want to hear this.
Do we take the easy road or do we finally take a hard but necessary action? We have to stop the funding of terrorism. I decided, along with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, our great generals and military people, the time had come to call on Qatar to end its funding. They have to end that funding and its extremist ideology in terms of funding. I want to call on all of the nations to stop immediately supporting terrorism. Stop teaching people to kill other people. Stop filling their minds with hate and intolerance. I won't name other countries, but we are not done solving the problem, but we will solve that problem. Have no choice. This is my great priority because it is my first duty as president to keep our people safe. Defeating ISIS and other terror organizations is something I have emphasized all during my campaign and right up until the present. To do that, stop funding, stop teaching hate, and stop the killing. For Qatar, we want you back among the unity of responsible nations. We ask Qatar and other
I think it cuts
nations
off here.
in the region to do more.
I like Donald Trump. I don't like everything about him, right? I think there's good and bad in all people, but I just think, you know, that's my president, and I'm not going to be ashamed anymore. I'm not going to be fucking ashamed. That's my president. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Have a great day, a great evening, wherever you are. Thank you to my amazing mods, Breezy Bunch members. Thank you to everybody for hanging out. And if we don't have the same political party, it's okay. I seem to switch it up. I don't know. One day I'm liberal, one day I'm Republican. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, not really. I don't care. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what you believe in. And I'm not one of those people who's going to be like, oh, you're a liberal. I don't know. I voted for Biden at one point, and then I voted for Trump, and it's just who I am. I somehow walk the line. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.